NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback. And it will come out to the 25. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Los Angeles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001.
And the Raiders have got him. Bilal Nichols coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, these two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On the Jets sweep, this is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. Oh, he bowled, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Chargers 14, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. It's complete to Drake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw his Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Just like that. 49, guys. Mike, 49. 49. They're running it.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, it was intercepted.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking here for Smith downfield. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
From the 24, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Like 9. 6-18. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Like 9. Hey, we got to get tonight. Michael there. Yeah. You don't want to know.
from midfield. Here's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, Drake. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. A handoff, it's Eckler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Eckler. Oh, some strong running. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Eckler, they run left side. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, here's Ekeler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Ekeler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Ekeler again, and a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Herbert now. And that's into the hands of Ekeler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29.
From the gun, it's Carr. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike 9. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Play action to Drake. Now Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Carr. And he hits Drake. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
On play action, it's Carr. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Carr completes it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
2nd and a yard.
24's the mic. You run.
Now Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
24's the mic. Gotta do better.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Touchdown! Tyron Johnson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Raiders 28, Raiders 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Chargers, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss means they'll finish up the regular